Yo, what's up, guys? It's D Dragoon, and we're bringing you the 5-minute guide. Let's get right into this right now. Okay, so we've got Shenhe over here. Shenhe is a cryo support, and we're going to be talking about a few things, but just get you right into how you should play this character. You should play her as a supporting cryo character. She works well with Animo and cryo and hydro units. Obviously, Chongyun works really well with her because Chongyun turns everyone's attack to cryo. So what do her abilities do? We've got two ones to think about. Divine Maiden's Deliverance is going to create a cryo field that deals AoE damage over time in an AoE circle, and anyone in that circle is going to have their resistance to cryo decreased by 15% at level 10. Levels before that, it's going to be about 14, 13, 12 from 9, 8, 7, so forth. She also grants a 15% cryo damage bonus to anyone in that circle. So fighting in that circle will definitely help you. The second one, Spring Spirit Summoning, creates talismans and icy quills, 5 to 7 of them based on whether you press or hold the skill. You're going to want to press this the majority of the time, especially if you're C0. The reason? The cooldown's 10 seconds, and that increases your damage, generates more particles, makes your rotation a lot smoother. Now, when you press it, it's going to increase your elemental skill and burst damage. So she's great to start your rotations off. You're going to use her burst, Divine Maiden's Deliverance, first, then use her E. So you can cycle into your other characters like Kazuha, Ayaka, your Hydro character, Mona, or Kokomi. Get their abilities out with this bonus damage, right? Elemental skill and burst damage increased. And then, by the time this is all done, you can go back to Shenhe and hit another E. So when you're going through the rotation, you've got even more quills and more energy recharge. So what weapons do you want to put on her? Well, if you are lucky enough to have an Engulfing Lightning or Calamity Queller, those are great options, especially because she needs so much energy recharge and attack percent. But Favonius Lance is going to be a great free-to-play option because it generates so many particles. So if you have a high refinement Favonius Lance, this could be something perfect for you. If you're free to play and you need a different option, the Katane Cross Spear is not going to do it. Where is it at? The prototype Star Glitter could be an option just because it's got energy recharge, but you really want a Favonius Lance. That prototype Star Glitter is trash. Anyway, so what artifacts do you want to use? If no one else on the team has a 4-piece Noblesse set, it might not be intuitive, but use it on Shenhe because she's going to get 20% attack, and so is everyone else. And her burst is already buffing so many people. She's actually a great user with Noblesse. Now, you're probably already thinking 2-piece Shimenawa's 2-piece Gladiator for the extra attack percent bonus. And you got it. You're totally right. If you can get attack percent on all your all your pieces from your circlet, your goblet, and your sands, and run a good 2-piece Shimenawa's and 2-piece Gladiator with a lot of energy recharge and hopefully a decent amount of crit rate and crit damage, you're going to have a smoking hot Shenhe who is going to annihilate everything, okay? She's going to absolutely obliterate. Talent priority, you really want to get that E as high as you can. I recommend crowning the E and getting the burst to level 9. Let's talk about constellations. I, for a long time, was on the fence. I ended up going Constellation 1. Why did I do that? Basically, we're going to get into it right now, but basically the reason to go for Constellation 1 is if you look again over here at her Spirit Communion Seal. If you just have C1, when you hold and you get the 15-second cooldown, it just messes up your rotation so badly that you can't really get the increased normal charge and plunge attack damage from this. And it also gives you a few more of those quills, 7 instead of 5. So the way I would use this is I would still just, because the quills don't stack, I would still just press your E initially, do all your bursts, and when you get back to her, you hold the E the second time because your Ayaka's burst is already off cooldown, and now you're cutting them with your charge attacks or with your Ganyu and you're using your charge bow attacks. And then you can just cycle back to the press E when you need more particles or you're doing burst damage again. So it just makes her a little bit smoother, a little bit more fun. Get C1 if you really like Shenhe. I love her model. She should have a belly button. That's the big nerf she got. But anyways, guys, this is D Dragoon. That's our 5-minute guide to Shenhe. We did it in 5 minutes. I hope you learned something. She's really easy. She fits into a ton of teams that use Cryo and Hydro and Animo. Have a great day. Please subscribe. Please like.